Started with alcohol, ended up with a needle in my neck. Hi, my name's Heather. I am a recovering addict. Let's prep my meals and I will tell you a little story. So, in my story, there's a long history of childhood trauma. Abuse, neglect, abandonment, all the things. I could sit here and tell you, hey, that's a reason to use. But I'm grown, so I know the difference now. I know that, no, I wasn't taught the proper coping skills, but I knew that I now have the proper coping skills and have been on a healing journey for the past over 7 years. So as I said, I am a recovering addict and I'm 7 years clean come February. So I guess let's rewind, I don't know, to when I was 17 years old. I'm 36, do math. I started kind of rebelling and drinking really heavy. One thing led to another through the years, and I wound up hooked on, I don't want to get banned, DOPE. It was bad. I overdosed over 20 times. I drowned. That was my life. So I thought, in that time frame of all these years, I had children. And that didn't stop me, unfortunately. I gave up. Well, one thing led to another, and I ended up homeless. Lost custody of my children. Lost everything I had. So let's kind of backtrack a little bit. In 2016, the man who was a father figure to me, he ended up choosing to stop living, if you understand what I'm saying. And that kind of really set me down the darker path. After that, it was just like, that was endgame for me. I didn't handle the grief well, and I went hard. And I made a lot of mistakes along the way. I manipulated a lot of people. I lied to a lot of people. I stole from a lot of people. Criminal charges, you name it. And that's just the chaos of addiction. So, one of my last times using, I was still living at my mother-in-law's house. My now mother-in-law. My veins were shot. So I went in the tub. And in the process of doing what I did, I went out in the tub. And I drowned. My husband had saved my life again. And that's when I became homeless, lost custody of my kids, all of those things. And the next day I went to go see my kids. Not really. I really was just, didn't want to be outside, really. And I love my kids. I would do anything for them. But when you're caught in the grasp of addiction, nothing matters. So, went to see the kids, and the whole family was there. And they had an intervention on me. And they said, we are afraid if you don't get into treatment today, you're going to die. So, to appease everybody else, I made calls, and I was able to get into treatment the next day. I went back out that night, used, overdosed, and the police had to bust down the library door to gain access. Like I said, it got bad. So I did go to treatment. Didn't want to be there. Was only going there to appease the family, so I could have a place to live and then continue to get high. Little did I know is that I was not welcome back. So somewhere along the line, something clicked, and I didn't want to live that way no more because there's people coming in, and I could see that there is a whole nother way of living. So like I said, something clicked, and I actually wanted that different way of life. After treatment, I went to recovery house, and I really began to put in the work. I really began to work the steps, get a sponsor, go to meetings, do all the things, become employed, all the things that could help me on my journey. When I was a year clean and a house manager, my now husband relapsed. If I was living with him, I would have relapsed too, most definitely. I wasn't strong enough yet. But I was able, because I wasn't living with him, I was able to say, I need to protect my sobriety, so call me when you want help, which he did. And he has been clean since. So I have 6.5 years. He has about 5.5 years. He's a year behind me. But I still didn't know my purpose. Like, I was waiting tables, and was I making good money? Yeah, obviously. But there was still like this thing missing, and and don't make fun of me how I hold my fork when I cut. There was just this thing missing, and I didn't know what it was. I soon realized that I wanted to help other people. I wanted to help others as they helped me. So I began working in the field of addiction. I started as an overnight tech, worked my way to a different company, and worked my way to daytime tech. And in that time, I realized I want to be a substance abuse counselor. So I started going to school. So throughout all this, I gained custody of my children back. I got a career. I have built an amazing life for myself and my family. I have gotten married. Has life showed up? Absolutely. July 27th, my grandmother, the woman who raised me, passed away. That was the hardest loss I've ever felt. And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to recover from this. And my husband got me out of bed. He said, you need to go to the gym, because I like to go to the gym. Get out of the house. Do that. So, sorry about that. But a week after my grandmother died, I get a notice to vacate on my door. No rhyme, no reason. Highly illegal, by the way. And I panicked. Can I fight it? Absolutely. Do I want to fight it? Absolutely not. I don't even want to be here in the first place. I'm grateful for the place we have, but we hate the neighborhood. Me and my husband were able to secure a place in 7 days because of the people we know in the rooms who showed up for us. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to get my story out there, because I know there's somebody out there who might need help and who might want to reach out, and I am here. I have all the resources. And I want to know you are not alone. I want you to know that you are not alone. We love you, we care about you, and we want to see you thrive in life. But that is my story. If you have any questions, go ahead, comment, like, share, whatever you want to do. By the way, this is the salad that is finished. I want to eat it right now, but I'm prepping for the week. Okay, bye. Love you.